Hello, once again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. All right. This is going to be a pretty long video. They're going to be cut out in segments, but I'm going to drop the whole thing. So, the first one is going to be about a barber. He was incarcerated at one point, and because he was incarcerated, he found himself, accruing a debt in child support. Some states stopped the child support. I don't think Georgia stopped the child support. So we're going to figure that out. So this is Judge Manning Court out of Georgia, Atlanta, to be Pacific. So please like, comment, subscribe. You can support the channel through Cash App, Super Chat. Let's go ahead and drop this content. And I think, like I said in every video, I thank all my current and new subscribers, because without you all, this will, you won't make it possible for me to.
And both are going to be continued because we are unable to provide service to 10/18.
All right. Continue till 10/18, ma'am. You can go ahead and leave the meeting. Stay healthy and safe. I got Raquel Williams and Anthony Rembert.
Turn your ideas into videos. Go to artlist.io and get everything you need all.
We're ready on this.
Everybody leave your camera on until I finish calling this calendar. Catrice Harmon and Anthony Rembert.
Same announcement, we're ready.
All right. Keisha Rosell and Jason Rosell.
We're ready.
Jason Rosell is here.
All right, thank you. Renette Walker, Darius Scott. Renette Walker, Darius Scott. Ms. Montana. Continued?
Yes, continue 10/18 to perfect service.
All right, Quiana Britty, Monroe Star. That one settled?
Yeah, this one's settled. We're just waiting to submit the order.
Constance Bilho and Keith Wesley.
Keith Wesley here.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Wesley. Your Honor, this one is going to be voluntary to dismiss. The case is pending closure, and the NCP currently has custody of the child.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wesley. Stay healthy and safe. Have a good weekend.
I'm dismissed?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to make this easy on me and easy on you. This is a contempt calendar. We're going to talk about, I can't help you, Mr. Davis, if your sound is breaking up. That's a you problem. There's absolutely nothing I can do to help you. This is a contempt calendar. We're going to talk about how much you are in arrears and that whether or not you're in contempt. Now, no back and forth. There's nothing I can do to help you. If you have custody of your child, meaning you have an order that gives you custody of your child, you're going to be reset and you're going to take proof of that to the East Point Child Support Office. We are not going to argue back and forth. I'm also not going to entertain things like, I take care of my child. I give my child clothes. I buy my child clothes. I give them food. I take them places. That is not child support, ladies and gentlemen. Child support is what you owe monthly to the custodial parent, and you should pay it. You should also pay it through child support services and not directly to the non-custodial payment. And I do not want to hear he or she said they were going to dismiss this case. One, there is no such thing. You have to take care of that child until that child turns 18, graduates, emancipates, or marries, whichever comes first, graduates high school. You owe that money. Even if they dismiss the case, you owe that money to them, period. No ifs, and buts, or ors. Keep your seat, Mr. Vador. I don't know. That's not your name. It's not Lord Vador, so you need to change your name to your screen name. Your name needs to be your real name. All right? So don't tell me that I take care of my child. This is money that you own, that you owe, and you do owe it. So if you gave money to him or her and you didn't pay it through child support, then they're not going to give you credit for it. That's a you problem. You should not have done that. Child support is basically a collection agency for someone, for them to collect money. If you owe it because you owe them, then you owe them. If they happen to got state assistance, then you owe that money to the state and you have to pay that back. I will not entertain nonsense today. Period. Not going to argue back and forth with you. If you want to argue, we're going to bring you in here in person with a deputy in the courtroom and you can argue. And then when you get out of line with me, you can go to jail if I hold you in contempt. Are we clear, everybody?
Yes.
Let's see some heads nodding. I see some heads nodding. Fantastic. Let's get through this day, get everybody out of here so that everybody can get on with their business. All right. We'll start with Mr. Antonio Alexander, position 1. Go ahead, Ms. Montilla.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a contempt, so arrears only. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, the total arrears as of February 28th, 2023 is $30,889.97. The repay is $210. We're asking for a purge of $2,310.
All right, you understand that, Mr. Alexander? Take yourself off mute, Mr. Alexander. Do you understand that?
Yes,
So that
ma'am.
basically says you didn't pay child support for a good long while. And you'd have until, what is it, October the 18th to pay that $2,310?
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
ma'am.
You have a job, Mr. Alexander?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a barber. I was incarcerated for a 10-year period. That's why that amount is so high.
I get that. And so is this an amount that you're going to be able to do, Mr. Alexander? Because I mean, I'm not your enemy. I'm here, it's not going to do any good to put you back in jail or anything like that. Can you make that purge by
Today,
October?
by October, yes.
Are you sure? I don't want to set you up for failure, Mr. Alexander.
As long as I can make payments, I will be able to make.
All right. And you also have to continue to make the $210 a month payment until all that money's paid off.
And Your Honor, I will ask the child support agent if we can do an exhibit A with this to schedule his payments.
Okay, no problem. The purge is due, correction to the purge is due by October 1st, 2023.
And the court date will be 10/18.
All right.
What was that payment again?
$2,310.
How much hair you cut, Mr. Alexander? Does that sound like you can do it?
I'm sorry, Judge. I was writing this down.
That's okay. Does that sound like you can do it? I don't know how much hair you're cutting. Can you do that?
Yeah, it'll be done by October.
All right. Are you sure, Mr. Alexander? Because I'm giving you a chance if you don't think so.
No, man. It'll be done by October.
Okay, so by October 1st.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else, Ms. Montilla?
Yes, Mr. Alexander, if you can put your email in, I'll ask Agent Rose to send you direct her information by chat. And if you can put your email in, once we get a copy of the order, we'll submit it to you by email. So you'll know all the details.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just stay on until it pops up in the chat, or the agent will give you her email. And if you can't put yours back in there, just email her with your information. They'll send you a copy of the order, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
As long as you make your best effort and do the best you can, Mr. Alexander, you're good with me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you stay healthy and safe. Hang on till she gets her email in there to you, and then you can leave the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alsobrook, you can take yourself off mute.
Good morning, sir. This is a contempt matter. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes.
I apologize. This is a compliance hearing. The NCP was, there was an order already entered where he was supposed to participate in the drug court. I'll let the agent give us the
He was
details.
supposed to participate in drug court or PAC?
The NCP is currently participating in fatherhood program.
Fatherhood program, okay.
Mhm.
Everything going good? Is he participating actively?
Yes.
Is he doing
So
everything
far,
he's
yes.
supposed to do?
Yes, he is so far.
So we're going to continue this to monitor that until his participation until 10/18.
All right, Mr. Alsobrook, looks like you're doing what you're supposed to do. Anything else we can help you with?
Now, just, I just got to get through the drug court down in Clinton County and just keep doing my best with my payments. I'm grateful. I appreciate it.
All right, we appreciate you, Mr. Alsobrook. Thank you. Stay healthy and safe. Have a good week.
Thank you.
All right. Now we got position 5, Marquise Austin, which I don't think he was here, so let's go to somebody else who's here. Position 9, Clarence Cowart. Mr. Alsobrook, you can go ahead and leave the meeting. Mr. Cowart, take yourself off mute.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Cowart. The arrest order was already put in place with a purge amount of $830. The NCP has not paid that amount.
No.
Okay, I'll let the agent give us the detail.
Yes, so this one is off the calendar. We have a cancel arrest order that was sent out for signature and to be e-filed.
Okay, all right.
That's position 9, right? Correct?
Yes, position 9. Okay, we've already did the cancel arrest order because he paid the purge amount. So it's off the calendar.
All right, anything else Mr. Cowart needs to do?
No, Your Honor. Just continue to make his monthly payment.
Can I? Okay, then I'll call the office.
All right, but we got you. We canceled your arrest order, Mr. Cowart. You can leave the house without your sunglasses and your cap and your trench coat on. Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Judge.
All right, sir. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you out. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I got a letter from them. I got to call them and talk to somebody already. So.
Okay. Sometimes it may be easier if you go down there if you have trouble getting in touch with them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You stay healthy and safe. Have a good one, Mr. Cowart.
All right, you all do the same.
All right.
Thank you.
I got Sean Davis, position 11.
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready on this. This is also a compliance.
Hold on. If you can take yourself off mute, can you hear us now, Mr. Davis?
Yeah.
You kind of broke it up, Mr. Davis. Do you need to log off and log back on?
Yeah.
Mr. Davis, do you need to log off and log back on?
I've done that 3 times, Your Honor.
Okay, there you go. Sounds a little bit better. Go ahead for Mr. Davis, position 11.
I've done that.
Yes, this is a contempt compliance hearing, Your Honor. I'll let the agent give the details.
Yes, the arrears as of February 28th, 2023 is $1,800. The current payment is $225. The repay is $50. The purge is $900 from the order, but he currently made a payment of $100. So he has $800 left on the purge.
And if you give me 6 days, I can pay it completely off. I just started a new job, so I borrowed the $100 to make a good faith payment to show you guys, and I had an employer to send the letter of verification. So I do have new employment.
Yes, Your Honor, we can work with them on that because I believe we had PAC language on the order, but Mr. Davis said he had gotten a job, so he didn't go to the PAC. So we can do an amended contempt order, and we can put the date on there where we can give him 30 days to make the payment.
You do that, Mr. Davis?
Yes, ma'am. But to be honest, if I could at least get 45 days, I can pay the whole $800 off. In 30 days, I could at least have $500 paid off. And I'm just being honest. I don't get paid that much, but as you see, I'm doing whatever I need to, Your Honor.
Agent Rose, can we continue this for 60 days?
Yes, if that's okay with you, yes.
Okay, what would the court date be?
Okay. You have I'm sorry, we're in March. You have May the 3rd, and you also have May the 17th.
Okay, let's continue
this.
Hold on, Mr. Davis. Hold on, Mr. Davis. Go ahead, Ms. Montilla.
Let's continue this to May the 17th to give him a time to make that payment.
Okay. We'll send you a new notice for May 17th.
$800, correct? It's $800, correct?
Correct. You made a $100 payment from yesterday.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure so I do exactly what you guys asked of me.
But your total arrears is $1,800.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, just making
I'm
sure.
gonna make sure I get things together.
All right, we'll see you in 60 days. Stay healthy and safe. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, you as well.
All right, so we got one party, Joselyn Patrick. So go ahead for position 13.
Yes, this is a contempt. I'll ask the agent to give us what's a compliance hearing. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, as of February 28th, 2023, the total arrears is $31,397.98. The current payment is $264. The repay is $53, and the purge, according to the order, is $1,485.
Has the NCP made any payments since that order?
No.
Okay, so at this point, Your Honor, we're asking for an arrest order for the purge amount of $1,485.
All right, granted. All right, Ms. Patrick, we're going to issue an arrest order so he can pay the purge of $1,485.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Patrick. Have a good weekend. Stay healthy and safe.
Okay, you do the same.
Then we got Deontay Gray, number 14.
Yes, Your Honor. This is adjudication of arrears. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, according to the CP's affidavit, as of June 30th, 2022, the arrears are $2,656.50. We brought that number forward to February 28th, 2023. The total arrears is $4,454.20. The current payment is $241.50. The repay, we're asking for $49 to start on April 1st, 2023.
Thank you. And the last payment on this case was back in July 2022.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I say something? Right? I got the paperwork showing that you guys took me off right here, and you guys were sending me checks back right here. You guys took me off right here. I got the paperwork when you guys took me off last year. So how I didn't see anything that I'm supposed to pay child support or anything. So I don't know where you guys getting this information from, because you guys just took me off right here. That was just June 2022 when you guys took me off, and you were sending me payments back right here. I still have all the payments. I didn't even cash them because you were sending me $65 at a time. You guys took me off because I was up on a Shakita Covington at first, but she deceased. She passed away. I called down there and I told you guys that her mom was stealing the money. That's when you guys took me off.
Hold on, Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, hold on. I know you're upset. Sounds like this isn't something we're going to handle online. You need to go by the East Point Child Support Office, okay?
I just went by there last week, man, and they told me to make sure I show this when I have court, because they took me off. So how am I on child support and you took me off?
Hold on, Mr. Gray. Miss Montilla, y'all get him back down there at the East Point Child Support Office, because him holding up pieces of paper like that doesn't do me a bit of good. So
yes,
y'all need to go get whatever's right with this man.
Right here, the date right
Mr.
here,
Gray.
man.
Great. I can't see it. I can't see it. It doesn't matter how much.
Ma'am.
Y'all meet him down there at East Point and get this right so we don't waste this man's time anymore.
Yes, Your Honor. This case was the new custodial parent has opened up another case. That's why he's been summoned back into.
No, they took me off though, man. Look, I got the paperwork showing that it took me off to Mary Covington.
Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, listen.
Mr. Gray, we will continue this until the May's date.
Right there, Tamara Covington. You see it? Tamara Covington right there. It say Tamara Covington.
Mr. Gray, let's continue this to the May court date. What was that again?
May 17.
May 17th. Give you an opportunity to come into the office and have it explained to you what's going on.
I was just down there last week.
Mr. Gray.
I'm
Go by the office one more time, okay? And let him explain it to you, okay?
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm just
all right. Take all that paperwork, go down there and let him explain it to you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
But they trying to say I back pay, how I owe back pay, and I didn't know I was on child support. I was off. You see what I'm saying, Judge?
Yeah, I got it, but I want them to go down there and explain it to you, and let's let y'all gonna have a meeting, so they'll set one up with you. What does he need to do, Ms. Montilla? Come down there, or does he need to reach out to somebody in particular to make an appointment so he gets in touch with somebody?
I'll ask the agent to respond to that.
He can come in during working hours, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.
All right, Mr. Gray. So I hate to, if you're working, I hate that you have to miss a day of work a little bit, but go down there, get down there as quick as you can, and you folks down there take care of him, okay?
Yes, he can also send us, I believe someone's put it in the chat already, the court 120. He can scan those documents and send to us. I'll ask one of the agents.
I'd rather come in person, and
Okay,
so
that's
I can
fine.
get an understanding, because I don't understand why y'all coming at me and I was off child support. I even went and
Mr. Gray?
celebrated, so that's how I know I was off child support.
Okay,
Mr.
we
Gray,
appreciate that,
we're gonna go
Mr.
down
Gray.
there, and we're gonna give you one more chance. If that email's
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
chat, or make extra copies and take extra copies of all that stuff down there and email it to them, inundate them that you're emailing them so many copies of that, okay?
Yes,
All right, and
ma'am.
make sure you take photocopies. Don't give them the originals. All right? Go by the East Point Child Support
And
Office.
keep a copy for myself. Keep the copy for myself and give them a copy, right?
Right, you keep the originals, make them photocopies, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Yes, sir. You can go
Okay.
ahead and leave the meeting. I got position 15, Unique Evans and Peter Griffin.
Yes, y'all, we're ready on this. This is adjudication of arrears. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, as of February 28, 2023, the total, I'm sorry, start over. The CP affidavit as of July 7, 2022 stated $972. We brought that number forward to February 28th, 2023. The total arrears are $3,240. The current payment is $324. And the repay, we're asking for $65 to start on April 1st, 2023.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. And we would also be asking court costs and service costs in this matter.
All right, Mr. Griffin, you got to say anything you want to say?
I don't comply with that, no, ma'am. Because of the simple fact, I have an order in place by the judge here that says that if she complies with the order in place, then I comply and I pay child support. I offer this. I put this order in place. I paid to put this order in place, and she has yet to comply with this order. She does nothing to comply with this order, and I have evidence, and I just told her that I'm gonna get her back in court, and she filed this situation on me now. And when we agreed to jointly take care of my daughter as we supposed to, I'm an active parent all the time, so I'm always involved. So she could call me at any point and let me know of anything. We had one disagreement, which was she's not been following the whole order.
So what is it that you're saying that she's not doing?
She's not, she hasn't let me see my daughter over one day. She kept my daughter away from me for a full year.
Now, hold on a minute. Let me correct something. All right, I probably should have said this in the beginning. It doesn't matter whether she lets you have visitation or not. Child supports always do. And same thing with it doesn't matter if you ever pay. She still has to let you see them. So this is money that you owe.
Yeah, but she doesn't. I don't see my daughter. I don't see her. So if she don't comply with this order,
Your Honor, in order to not take up any more of the court time on this, we would ask Mr. Griffin. We had set a settlement back in February, and neither party attended. If the agent want to, and I'll ask Supervisor Samsudeen, if we could set another settlement on this.
Yes,
Continue
ma'am.
to-
And then, and another thing, I don't.
Mr. Griffin, all of that will be discussed at settlement because at this point, we're here today for the adjudication of the arrears. That's what we're
Okay.
seeking. So if you
Yeah.
would let us continue this case, we will give you an opportunity to come into settlements to be able to present all the documents that you have.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
What day can we get them on for settlement?
I'll have to check because as you previously stated, he had an opportunity on February 27th, but I'll have to look at the calendar to see.
Your Honor, I was there
February. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Let's get this man a date.
Okay, I have to,
Do we think we can get a date?
We can
May?
get them a date and submit that, send a letter to both parties again. And
I showed up February 27th for court.
Stand by. Let Ms. Shamsuddin talk, please.
We will schedule another settlement date for both parties to appear. I will send it, it'll be sent via mail, and we will also post it on the case, the settlement date and the appointment.
Okay, so in lieu of that, let's continue to 10/18 to give you time to do that.
So I will be notified of a date. So
Yes, we will notify you again of another date.
You need to make sure we have your email address, sir. You can put it, I'll ask the agent to send you a chat. Put your email in there so that, because the settlement will be virtual as well. So we'll need to send you the link. So just make sure, and I'm also asking the custodial parent to do the same. I know we may already have it, but in the interest of being able to have everything in front of us, if you both can just submit your email and we'll set up you another settlement date.
What's our next compliance date with them?
Well, we're going to continue this to 10/18/23.
All right. I'll make sure y'all are all squared away in October. Thank y'all. Y'all can go ahead and leave the meeting.
Your Honor, can I say something, please?
Is it anything about you showing up in October?
Well, she said that nobody showed up on 2/27, which I did show up, and she said that nobody was able to get in contact with him yet.
Okay, so
I don't understand why, because he says he has an order. He sees his daughter every other weekend, so that is a lie.
Okay.
Ms. Evans, we can discuss.
Nope, we're not doing this. Nope, not today. We're not doing this. Y'all handle that at the child support office. If it's about
Thank you,
y'all handle it somewhere else. This is just about this period. That's it. Thank y'all.
Yeah, and he hasn't
Stay
paid
healthy
in a
and
whole
safe.
year.
Have a good weekend. Thank y'all. All
Thank
right,
you,
we got Deontay and Henderson.
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready on that. I believe Mr. Henderson is here.
I think he is too. All right, Mr. Henderson, go ahead. Let's make sure your microphone works.
Edition 19.
Let's make sure it doesn't work, Mr. Henderson. Yeah, it's not working. Let's go to another one to see if we can get that one working. Let's see. Okay, we got Wendell Kennedy and Terrie Moore. Mr. Henderson, maybe you want to log out and log back in. See if you can make that work, okay? Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, if he go to his settings, he can do it.
Okay, well, I don't know. We'll let him log out and log back in. Yeah. All right, let's take Wendell Kennedy and Terrie Moore.
Here, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
This is adjudication of arrears. Both parties are here. We'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, according to the CP's affidavit, at the time of June 1st, 2022, the arrears was $1,200. We brought the arrears forward to February 28th, 2023, and the arrears as of that time is $1,000. There is currently no current support due as it's an arrears only case, and we are asking for the repay to be $200.
All right, so $1,000 is owed.
Your Honor, I don't understand. I received a letter from them that stated that my case was closed, that I owed no more money. I also received a letter that states that they took the fees out that I owed child support enforcement, and my last 6 paychecks have child support checks that comes directly out of my check has been sent directly to me, including the one on March the 2nd. They are sending me $82.71 back in child support.
Just like the other guy.
Yes, ma'am.
Just like the other guy.
The
So
reason
I
that
don't.
the payments were sent.
I'm sorry.
back
I
is
don't want to
because-
interrupt. Can I just say this? If it's being sent back to me and you guys are taking it out of my check, and then when I speak to someone, they say I don't owe, then it's not my fault. I'm doing my part. You're sending it to me.
Yes, ma'am. So the reason that the payments are sent back to you is because at this time, the arrears have not been adjudicated. So in the system, it does say $0, which is why the payment keeps being sent back. The reason that we're in court today is get that adjudicated to be put on the system. So that way, when we receive the payments from your job, that can be applied to that balance.
Okay.
So what is she gonna do to fix all this so that
right?
All she owes is $1,000 to get it over with, so she doesn't keep taking it out, sending it back, taking it out.
We can put an
Yes,
order in
ma'am.
place today for the arrears, and then she can pay it off if she likes, and the case is done.
Okay, so
But
I
we
don't
have
want
to
to
have
pay.
an order in place. Well, let us do
I
the
could put-
order, okay, today. Send us your
Okay.
email, so we make sure that we have your correct email, okay?
But you
And then
guys
we'll-
have already taken fees away from me as well. So where does the fees go to? I don't mind paying it. If you guys want me to pay a portion today, $200 a day, I just want it resolved so that I can move forward in the
Yes.
situation.
Yes, Ms.
If you
Moore,
want me
thank
to
you.
send a check, if you want me to send the checks back to you, I can do that as well. I just don't understand, like, you taking a payment out as of this week, and it's going to come right back to me.
Yes,
If you
ma'am,
put-
but that, the FIW is already in place, and it takes a little while for that to be discontinued. But once we put the arrears on the system, once the child aged out and we put the arrears on the system, we can't do anything until we get an order to put it on the system. So
Okay.
that's
She'll
why
need
they're
to take
coming back
this
to
order
you.
when she gets it, right, and take it to her HR or whomever.
Well, if she wants to pay it off, she can pay it off, but we have to get an order in place first.
Okay, so if
that's
you
what
put
we're
the
here for
order,
today.
if you put the order in place, you could continue to take it out my check. I have no problem with that. I just didn't
Okay.
understand why they're sending the checks to me and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'm
Yes, ma'am.
sitting in court. I'm like literally at work, sitting in court while I'm
Well,
at work.
we
So
apologize for that, Ms.
it's
Moore.
okay.
But I mean,
And
the
I didn't
system,
even know about this letter. I thought it was just another letter. Had I not gotten it out the mailbox yesterday and just looked at it, I would have been in contempt and going to jail today.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You wouldn't
do
have.
that. They'll get me the order and I'll sign it today. We'll get it in there as quickly as possible. If you place your
Thank
email
you.
in the chat, they can get you a copy of that order.
Thank you. And it's going to continue to come out my check for the $1,000, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Just keep it monitored because obviously until they get it at your HR, maybe you want to take a copy of it there too.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Thank
All right.
you, Ms.
Okay.
Moore.
You're
Thank
welcome. So just send an email to this chat right now, and then
Well,
I
you're gonna
can-
send it to
Oh, I don't have a pen.
Agent Freeman. Can you? She's
You
gonna
can
send
screenshot
one
it.
to you.
We'll
She's
do
gonna
that.
send one to you, and then you can respond with your email. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Do you
Thank
guys
you, Ms.
need me?
Moore.
Yeah,
Thank you,
all right.
Mr. Kennedy. Y'all have a good day.
You do the same.
All right. Mr. Henderson, you got yourself working? Take yourself off mute, see if it's working.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me now?
Boom. Now you're cooking with gas. Let's go with 18 and 19, Mr. Henderson.
Yes. Number 18. This is a contempt matter. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, as of February 28th, 2023, the total arrears are $20,377.35. The current payment is $516. The repay is $103. We're asking for a purge of $3,612 to start on, to be due on by October 1st, 2023.
And this is the last payment on this case was back in July 2022. We would also be asking for court costs and service costs, Your Honor.
What about position 19?
Position 19, let's go over the numbers for that one, agent, please.
Okay, the total arrears as of February 28th, 2023 is $6,339.35. It's a arrears only case. The repay is $50. We're asking for an increase to $100 for the repay with a purge of $1,200 due by 10/1/2023.
All right. Go ahead,
Can I
Mr.
say
Henderson.
something?
Yes, sir.
Can I say something? Okay, the only reason everything is so high is because I went through back service. It's been a long road for me since January 2020, since I've been able to work. I'm just now getting released in EPA certification, so I can get back to work. I'm finally back to a bill of health, which I sent the paperwork into the court. I mean, to the office. I don't know if they got it or not, but I was released in December. And I've been going to try to get my EPA so I can go back to work. That's the only reason everything is so high, because I haven't been working. I was trying to get my health back in order, which they knew. So that's where I'm at today. Once I get back to work, I don't mind. It was coming out my check for years until all this happened with my injury. So that's where I'm at today. And I'm just trying to get back on track, get my life back going. It's been rough for me, so.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Thank you for showing up today. What we can do, Jan, is put an order in place. We can do an exhibit on both orders. Mr. Henderson, at any time you can't make the payments, the exhibit will show the payments as the ongoing payments as they are now. So you would have to pay that every month while you are in the contempt under this order. But it will give you time. We can stretch it out to like October on both.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to work because right now I didn't have any income. That's why it fluctuated like it did over the last 2-3 years. So,
yes, sir.
You know, once I get back to work, I don't have no problem. Like if you look at the past 15 years prior to that, it was coming out my check. I didn't have no problem with everything until my injury happened and everything jumped down on me and everything increased. So, you know, I hate that it's like that. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, at the same time, if I can barely walk and barely move from surgery and physical therapy and everything I had to go back through, you know, it was a rough road with me. Not only having this on me, but just getting myself back in this condition I'm in today.
Yes,
so
sir.
I apologize.
No, sir. That back stuff's serious. You take care of yourself. Your health's important.
Yeah, it's been January 2020, ma'am. I went through the pandemic and going to physical therapy. It's been rough. I'm happy to still be here and healthy enough to where I can get myself back to work, ma'am. So
yeah. It's a much better place with you in it. So what can we do to help this guy out since he's, you know?
Would he qualify for the PAC program? Agent
Yes,
Freeman.
ma'am. We're more than happy to do an assessment to see if he meets the eligibility for the PAC program.
And what is that, ma'am? What is that?
The PAC program is the Parental Accountability Court. We're here to help eliminate barriers that the non-custodial parent may face in regards to paying their child support.
He'll be finding a job, stuff like that.
Yes,
too.
which means that, yeah. So what we can do is we can put the PAC language on the order.
Well, I have jobs lined up, but they just waiting on me to finish my EAP certification, which is maintenance technician for apartment complexes all around. So
Yes,
I'm going to start back with a temp service before I go back into getting hired on.
How long is that going to be? Because we don't want you to lose your driver's license in between then.
No, that should be. I'm going before the state board in 2-3 weeks, and once I pass the board, then everything I can go back to work. And you know, like I said, I'm gonna start off in the temp service, but I have to get my certification first in order to.
How about you go ahead and sign him up for the PAC program, kind of as a safety net?
What happens with that, Your Honor, is that he's going to be required to take additional time to go to these classes and do different things. So if he's already have work lined up, then what we can do is just set it out to October. And if something comes up between now and then, Mr. Henderson, where, I mean, you pay on it ongoing, what you can. If something gets close to that court date of 10/18 and you haven't, you just need to notify us.
Yes, no problem.
And if you're making a good faith effort, we will work with you. Okay.
Hopefully everything. Mr. Henderson. Yes, I thank you guys. Thank you.
All right, feel better. All right, let's see.
Thank you.
Last but not least, thank you for being so patient, Mr. Rosell.
What number is that, Yana?
33. Go ahead for Mr. Rosell Sr. It's number 33.
Yes, Yana, this is adjudication of arrears. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes. According to the CP's affidavit, as of July 20th, 2022, the arrears at that time was $1,256. We brought the arrears forward to February 28th, 2023. And the arrears at that time is $683.14. The current child support amount is $628. And we are asking to increase the repay to $126.
All right, Mr. Rosell,
Yes, ma'am.
what you got there? So it looks like you just got an arrears of $683.14 with a $628 a month child support payment, and they're asking for an additional $126 until that arrears is paid off.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for seeing me today. I spoke with the manager at the Department of Human Services, and I made a payment on January. Once again, I made a payment on my last payment. Well, my bad. I think it was on February 22nd. I made a payment. Here it is. February 22nd, I made a payment of $366.54. I spoke with a Miss Chantel Brown, the manager at the Department of Human Services, and she said that it was not the 683. She made a correction, and I said it was the 366. I have a receipt for the 366 as well as the.
You got your background blurred. I can't see that. Do y'all have proof of him making that payment? Or did that payment go towards his current support?
It will go towards his current support because we don't have the arrears amount on the system yet.
So, Mr. Rosell, what she's saying is, once I sign this order saying that the amount you owe in arrears is $683.14, then the payments that you make will go towards your arrears. Right now, any payment that you've went in and made went towards your current support.
All right. So right now, as of today, I owe $683.14.
That's your arrears plus your right, and then you still owe whatever your child support is, which is $628 a month. You can pay that $683.14 in one lump sum, or you can pay an additional $126 a month on top of your $628 child support until that's paid off. But now that I'm going to sign an order saying this is your arrears, anything extra that you pay, if you go in and say this is towards, it could go to that. But you got to pay your child support too.
And in the court's discretion, we're asking for court costs and service costs.
But we'll waive that. I think it's more important for this money to go towards the children.
Thank you.
Your boss hates that, but I'd rather all that get paid and these gentlemen get caught up.
I do thank you for that consideration, Your Honor. So either I'll pay the lump sum of $683.14 or make additional payments of $126 to my monthly fee of $628.
Yes, sir.
Do I have to make that decision right now?
Well, no,
well, we're asking for an order, so stating.
Yeah, so we're going to do either one. So let us know which one you're going to do.
I'm currently not working full time.
I'm gonna I tell you what, I got expertise. I'm gonna let you tell them what you're gonna do, and Ms. Montia, I'll be right back. Y'all decide what he's gonna do.
Yes.
Yes, I'm currently unemployed from a on-the-job injury, so I won't be able to pay the lump sum amount. And that 126. 1 second, please. So what, that'll put me at like $754 a month?
Yes. Now, Mr. Rosell, how it works is that as long as you continue to make your monthly payments, full payments. If you don't make the full payments, then nothing will go towards the arrears. If you make the full payments, then you will be in good standing with child support. Those arrears will continue to be there until, even if the child or when the child or children ages out, you will still be responsible for paying those arrears to the custodial parent.
So the arrears can be paid later at a later date?
I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying that the order will say that you're to pay additional each month. But if you don't pay the full amount of the monthly, then nothing will go towards the arrears. We're asking for a repay. Now, if you're not comfortable with $126, we can consider asking the courts to reduce that to like maybe $50.
Yes. Would you please ask the courts to reduce the arrears?
I'm going to ask the agent, are we okay with that?
Yes, that's okay to reduce it to $50.
Okay. All right. Well, when the judge returns, then that will be what we'll ask for consideration to reduce it to $50. And remember, you will need to make your full amount monthly payment. And then whatever additional you pay will go towards the arrears. If the arrears is not paid out by the time the child ages out, then you are still responsible for the arrears.
All right. I can speak with somebody at the office about that, just later on.
Sure. Now, what we're here for today is to get an order stating that we need to get an order to put the arrears on the system. Because if you spoke with someone before today, they would not have been able to give you that amount of the arrears because it's not yet on the system. Okay. So once we get an order, we can put it on the system.
All right. And so the $683 is what I owe back, right?
As of 2/28.
So, like if I'm not getting my full check from from my current work situation, just make suitable or just make a payment, because I don't think it's coming out of my check now.
Well, you can set it up so it can come out of your check. And even with it coming out of your check, if your check will not bear enough so that you still have monies there for your living, then they will only take out a certain amount based upon the law. I'll let Agent Freeman address that.
Repeat that one more time.
He was asking about the FIW.
Yes, so once we have the order in place and it's signed by the judge, at that time, we'll be able to send an FIW to your job. I'll send you a personal message, and if you can supply me with your job name and address and everything, I'll make sure it goes out for you, okay?
All right, so I can you'll make adjustments on my payments if since my check is not what it normally is.
Yes, your job has an amount that they'll send over.
All right. Now, who do I speak with? The documents that I received from the sheriff about the parties having reached a comprehensive settlement agreement where I provide child support for my 2 children, and their mother is to have made a payment. Who do I speak to about that? Her failure to make that payment.
I don't understand what it is that you're asking. Now, if you have an order from another court, then you would need to go back to that court and address that. We're just here particularly for the arrears due on the child support. That's all.
So it's in terms of the settlement that she is to pay me, you don't have any information on that?
No, sir. I mean, that would be another court. You would have to go to that court to address that.
All right. What court is that? I mean, like,
What court gave you the order?
Superior Court of Fulton County, Family Division.
Okay, that's your answer.
All right, we're moving on. Thank you, Mr. Rosell. Stay healthy and safe. Have a good weekend. Let's get to these other cases.
And Your Honor, we've agreed to reduce the repay to $50.
All right, sounds good. All right, thank you, sir. All right, let's go to position 5, Austin II. Said you were ready on that one.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a contempt. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, as of February 28th, 2023, the total arrears are $8,673.39. The current support is $449. The repay is $90. And the purge is $1,347 from the order.
Yes, and the order was entered on 8/17/2022 with that purge amount. Nothing has been paid. So we will ask for an arrest order.
All right, granted. Now we got, let's see, number 12, Ashland Franklin.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a compliance hearing. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
As of February 28th, 2023, the total arrears are $22,325.75. The current support is $260. The repay is $52, and the purge is $780 per the order.
Which order was entered in August 17th of last year. Nothing has been paid since then, so we'll be asking for an arrest order.
Granted. All right, now we got position 17, Damian Harris.
This is also a compliance hearing. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
The total arrears as of February 28th, 2023 is $6,804.52. The current support is $318. The repay is $64, and the purge is $954 per the order.
Which was due by 3/1/23. Nothing has been paid. We're seeking an arrest order.
Granted. All right, position 20, Ronald Hood.
This is
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop it there because all they're doing is roll call from there on. So basically, no, Judge Manning and that particular day was not in a good mood, and a lot of people didn't go to jail that showed up. The people that didn't show up definitely went to jail. So nevertheless, I got some more heat to drop, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe. You can support the channel through Cash App and Super Chat, and we'll be right back with more heat.